Rocky in the booth. This one's for you, buddy. Hello and welcome to another episode of Streaming Without a Paddle. I'm Andrew.
I'm Ted.
This week, Ted and I took on a Netflix acquisition. No, it's actually an original. I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. It's an original from their South American affiliate of Netflix. It's called The Guest.
Mm-hmm.
20 episodes of this Colombian-born series. It's a thriller, drama thriller.
Soap opera.
So, oh man, we're just jumping into it. Ted and I watched the soap opera. This is the soap opera that every American soap opera kind of secretly wished it could be.
Right. It's a big budget soap.
So, yeah, it's probably not a big budget.
Well, not by American standards, but like it's probably
that's why they can do it down there is because they it doesn't cost as much, and but it's much more mature. I mean, and that's where I was going with. This is what I think American soaps wish they could be.
Oh yeah, within the first 7 minutes, there's a just sex scene.
Right. It's
like pretty graphic.
It's 50 Shades of Grey kind of thing. I mean,
it's 50 Shades of
let's
crap.
say 29 Shades of Grey. All right, we're not at 50.
We watch 2 episodes of these shows when we do a show because
series.
It's too much for us to with our real life to be like, hey, can you watch 7 episodes of this limited series? Like I can't do it and he can't do it. And I'm going to tell you this. Uh-huh. I told Andrew before we started, I could not finish the second episode. I woke up this morning really early because I had some with my other job. I had some trouble, so I was up and I was getting ready and I put it on again to try to watch it while I was like getting dressed on my phone. And I was like, I can't even. Does our audience remember the other movie we watched that was on the mountaintop? What was it? The couple getting married that was also...
Oh, yeah. The other foreign Netflix film.
But that was something... Was it Chilean?
But that was a real movie, though. That was a feature.
Right. I think it's the same VO people dubbing it.
Well, it actually took me a minute to realize that it was VO, so I was pretty proud of that at the get-go. But
one of the voices
then it came around.
Is the same dude that was voicing the other comedian guy.
Okay. I'm just going to read off what they got here, okay? Because we committed to 2 episodes, so
you don't need to read off the actors' names because, in truthfulness, none of our audience is going to know who they are.
Well, Carmen Villalobos and Laura Londano,
okay,
and Jason Day. I mean, let's give credit where credit's due.
He is sexy. I'll give it to him.
That, and I've been practicing, so. All right, this is a 20-episode Colombian psychological thriller series, and it centers on a family's disruption when a mysterious woman from the wife's past arrives at their home. The series, well, I just read off the name. The series follows the story of Sylvia and her husband Lorenzo, and I think that's Carmen Villalobos and Jason Day for sure, and their daughter Isabella. As an unexpected guest, Sonia unravels their lives. There we go. And I'm going to give credit where credit is. I'm just taking it. That's from Netflix, but that's what Google AI popped up, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, directors took 2 people to direct this.
Well, hey,
Klitsch Losbos and Israel Sanchez.
It looked good.
It did. It did. I'm just going to go out. You know, my wife and I we were driving around the other day, and I don't know what it was, but she turned to me and she said, "You were right." And I said, "Well, that's easy to say that I was right. What's difficult to say is I was wrong." Right?
Okay.
Because there's two sides. I mean, if there are individuals involved and somebody says it's A and the other says it's B and it turns out to be A, and then person B or the other person who said it was B, you were right. Well, that's the cop out.
Yeah.
That's the cop out because it's much, much harder to say instead of you were right, I was wrong. Okay.
Were you wrong?
So I'm going to come out and confess that I picked this. I thought it was a movie to begin with. There are a number of actual movies called The Guest.
One from 2014 by Adam Wingard, which is extremely good.
So, but this turned out to be the series. I was wrong. Okay. And I'm going to leave it at that, Ted. I was wrong. I can't say you were right because you didn't question it. You didn't form an opinion.
I didn't.
No, you didn't counter and say.
I put it on yesterday afternoon, and I was like staring at it in between football games, and I was like, I'm so uninterested in everything that's going on in this.
Right.
The voice acting is bad. I think I should have just done subtitles, but it's so drawn out. There's also this really hilarious scene that I paused and laughed where it's these younger people at a party and they we're going to see who can get the most likes. I'm just going to show my butt. I'm going to do some stunts. It's so bad. And that's what the voice actors that are doing it sound like.
He's not wrong.
They do this. They go, it's the same voice actor that did the dad in that movie.
Was the girl.
One of them does like this. He's like, you could never get away with that. Oh my goodness! It's like bad cartoon voice actors.
Maybe he's on a retainer from Netflix to do VO work.
I'm sure he is.
I mean, because when I worked at the on-air promotions division of the now, I think, no, it's called Paramount Television now. It used to be Spike TV, and before Spike, it was TNN.
Spike was awesome.
So, but I was at the TNN when it was the Nashville Network.
I remember that.
Yeah. Yeah, we again, I was writing and producing and on-air promos, that announced what shows were coming up, all that stuff. But anyway, we had a guy out of Atlanta on retainer to do all our VO work for promos. John, I forget his last name because I would just, we get on the line with him and he would cut the copy over the telephone, literally.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And he had a little studio at home there. And I think he still does it for Channel 5 here locally.
I'm sure those VO guys, once you get in, you're in.
So I would just call him up and say, or the editor, audio engineer would call him up and they'd get it all patched and he'd come on and I'd say, "Hey, John, how you doing?" And he'd say, "Doing good. Did you get the copy?" "Yep, I got the copy."
And he just bust it out.
So, and yeah, we emailed them. We had email. That's how I would give him his copy.
So late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah. I was at TNA. That's the wrestling organization.
You were there too, right?
Kind of. I wasn't an official employee. I was more of a Jerry Jarrett consultant kind of feedback guy. So
we've both been Jerry Jarrett consultants before.
So Jerry,
rest in peace.
Rest in peace. What a great guy. Great guy. Anyway, so that's what I'm thinking. Netflix has got this guy on a retainer, and nobody knows how to say "tone it down" in Spanish. and he doesn't understand it in English. He just knows how to speak it.
Yeah. Look, I just made a movie I made the movie like a couple of years, but it just came out, and I'm not telling people not to go watch this because I'm in a positive space in my mind. If you like high-end production value, soapy, sexual things, then this is for you, dudes. Ladies?
Well, I was going to say.
More ladies.
More ladies.
It's for you, ladies. You will love it.
If you're a female listener and you have time in your day, I think you're going to probably enjoy this. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you like soap operas.
And not everything is for everyone.
No.
So, I mean, to me, this is... How many shows have we done?
Let's see. This will be 140. We got our anniversary coming up, actually.
Oh, it's exciting.
October 22nd.
That's very exciting.
October 22nd will be our 3-year anniversary. So if you want to send us something, shoot us a DM and I'll send you an address.
Yeah. I can't think of, off the top of my head, anything I've liked less.
All right, I'm not going to be that critical because, I went through the gamut of emotions. I understood very quickly that I'm not. It's not a spoiler by any means, but I was actually kind of excited when it all started. Right? Mm-hmm. It opens up with a person falling from the balcony of a high-rise, I don't know, apartment, office building or something like that. It had a balcony, and landing on a car. And I was like, in front of the building there. And I was like, okay, let's go. But, it didn't maintain that level of intensity, because then it cut to a therapy session.
Into a sex scene.
Yeah. So, and I was like, well, maybe he's picking back up.
They got that guy's shirt off as quick as possible.
And they should have.
Yeah, they were like, this guy is ripped.
All right. I'm not going to, because I'm comfortable. He's a good-looking dude.
Everyone in this is good-looking.
Yeah, and the ladies are good-looking. All right. It's as Ted said, it's a soap opera. It's 20 episodes of a soap opera, and if you like soaps and you want your soaps to go to the next level, in a level of maturity, watch it. I'm not with Ted on the voiceover, yeah. But again, like I said, I didn't realize it was a VO until about halfway through the first episode, and I was just like, "Oh, wait a minute, it is out of sync."
Oh, I recognize.
I wasn't dreaming that. That's real.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, all right. Yeah, that's it. The acting was okay in it for what it was. It was
for what I could tell. I honestly should go back and turn on the subtitles and turn off that and watch it that way. The VO person is
killed it for you.
Killed it. The male VO person is killing it.
Well, I'm just going to go put it out there. There's no official scores on Rotten Tomato on this, okay? And we'll get to our scores later. And please, Ted, if you don't have a number in your mind, I've got my number.
Yeah, I've got my number. Don't worry.
But I went to, like we always do, and just to put our thoughts and comments in perspective. There's not an accurate number here yet to establish basically a baseline between critics and the audience. But, brilliant minds and I believe this is in the critics area, they gave it an 88. Now, so I'm there. I'm not there, but it's people are thinking, right? People are doing it. Well, what was IMDb on this?
4.9.
4.9. Okay, so that's probably the lowest IMDb I think we've ever had on this, on IMDb, on this show. I don't think we've ever had anything that scored lower than a 5.1.
It's only 140 people that rated it.
Okay. I'm not going to kill it in the cage. Again, I think if you're a soap opera person, you'll enjoy this. Now, because Ted and I, we don't rehearse or go over or talk about what we're going to do other than effects. On occasion, Ted walks through the door. I hated this, or I love it.
Yeah, I do.
That's the extent of our conversation to keep our conversation here spontaneous. Mm-hmm. But I watched the first 2 episodes through and through, and I was going to play this up as I thought this was one of the best things we ever.
I can't do that.
I could. Except for you just when you threw out the word soap, that ruined. That was going to be my reveal. I've got acting skills, Ted.
Yeah,
I've made you go down the road once or twice, and then I did a U-turn on you.
You could have done it. I was, yeah. This just isn't for me. I'm not going to say it's bad or it's good, and I'm not going to reflect that number to be the score that for me it would be. I'm going to give it a number that I think it is. For normal other people that would enjoy this type of thing.
All right. I think for guys, this would be one of those fast forward shows. They're going to get on and they're just going to fast forward to the next grown up scene.
It's also one of those shows where
those are shot nicely.
Yeah, they are. They're shot really tastefully.
Nice. I mean, they are.
But this is one of those shows where it's like, oh, what does she do for a living? She's a cellist. It's like, shut up. Shut up. There's 15 cellists in the whole United States or anywhere that make a living doing that.
I got it on IMDb here. It's just looping the preview of it.
Which throws the sex scene in the preview.
It does. Well, then they should. At least the first one.
Yeah.
They don't show the second or the third one. So I'm gonna get off of that. All right. Well, Ted, do you want to talk about it? Ted mentioned that he's got a show out, and I think we should.
Okay.
If you don't want to,
no,
we don't
I
have
would love to. I don't want to be a conflict of interest.
No, it's not a conflict of interest by any means. We're not reviewing it. We're just, we are working. At least Ted is a working professional in this industry, right?
Sometimes
I'm a daydreamer. I'm a going back and living the memories. But Ted is actually in the trenches. And he's keeping it and us real as we do this. But Ted's got a feature that he shot. It's been a year.
Yep,
been a year, but
takes a long time when you're funding it.
Yeah. Oh, and and it just got picked up by Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And a bunch of other streamers, but they kind of go in one can be 8 weeks, one can be 10, one can be Amazon got picked up last week and it was on there by this Friday.
There you go.
That's
all right,
cool.
So there it is.
So you can rent it on Amazon for $3.
Okay, what's the name? What's the name of the movie?
It's called Hey, I Made This For You. And it's about, if you're familiar with the Richard Linklater films, Before Sunset, it's 2 people that went to high school together that meet up at their reunion that haven't seen each other since high school, and one was a jock and one was into the art stuff, but they always had a little thing. So instead of going in their reunion, they walk around their small suburban town and have a night. It's just walking and talking. It is also not for everybody. It is people walking and talking and dealing with adult emotions and coming to terms with who you are, and maybe you didn't become what you thought you would. So if that appeals to you, you should watch it.
Now, I've seen this, and the thing that came to mind when I saw this was, and I think I told you at the time, this reminded me, not in the way of storyline, but in the way of feel of John Cusack's Say Anything.
That's a really great comparison.
So, I just had my 40th high school reunion, and since you I didn't go.
I don't think I'm going to the 40th either. I went to the 20. I think that was enough.
I've seen pictures, and some videos, and that they've posted on social. My classmates, and I think I made the right call on that. I mean, it looks like they had a great time. That's not fair, but it just it wasn't me. It's not me. You know?
I get it.
I think I draw the line at about 38 years when I talk about the threshold of going back in my memory.
Yeah. It's tough to remember anything from high school, really.
So, yeah, well.
I have my 20-year grad school reunion in 2 years, which is crazy.
There you go. Well, 20.
From graduate school.
No. I know, but, it's like, where was I 20 years ago? Let's see.
At the Nashville Network?
No. Oh, no, that's because that's 2005. So, 20 years ago. Yeah, no, I'm knee deep in kids and family life and pitching shows and that kind of stuff 20 years ago. I'm just speculating. Yeah. Oh, I know where I was. I was in 2005. We settled our lawsuit. That's I was in court. Yeah, I was the plaintiff, not the defendant. So I didn't settle. But in 2005, we settled with them.
That was a good year.
It ended up, yeah. In 2004, I quit smoking right in the middle of it. They put on 20 pounds and stressed myself out. Anyway, all right. And what's the name of your movie?
Hey, I Made This For You.
All right. I didn't know if you said that or not.
Yeah, it's Hey, I Made This For You. It's about a mixed... well, I don't want to give that away. Oh, no, give that away in the first scene. Yeah. Yeah. It's about a mixtape that the girl made the guy and when they were in theater class in high school.
Okay.
I mean, it's not about a mixtape, but that's kind of why it's called Hey, I Made This For You.
Yeah, it's one of these that I'll use my personal experience on this, and you correct me if I'm wrong. My freshman year of college, I ended up going to a college, and I'm going to say a half a dozen or so of my fellow classmates from high school, they went to that same college too, right? Which was fine. And we were all out one night, and we were sitting at a bonfire, and we were all talking, and when you get in that situation, and I think I was just, I don't know, maybe I was oblivious to my surroundings and what was going on. But, at that bonfire, I found out things like, oh my gosh, so-and-so was so into you. They really wanted to date you or go out with you. And I had no clue. And this is kind of what you're going. It's one of those retrospective hindsight 2020 things. If I knew.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely don't, not to give away too much of it. It doesn't start out. It just is like clearly they have a connection. And like in high school, if you're not in the same social background, if you're not in the same group, you kind of don't commingle.
Right.
And that's kind of stupid. But we're all stupid kids. We don't think anything.
So, but that's my analogy. Yeah. I don't think I gave anything away.
No, you didn't give anything away.
Because it's much deeper than that. I've seen it. I enjoyed it immensely. So
I had a good friend.
I keep getting the name of it wrong.
Well, it's because it was original. It didn't have a name when you saw it, and then that's a line in the first scene is. You remember you gave me that tape, and you came up to me and said, "Hey, I made this for you," and I was like, Have you? I like the name of it because it's like when I say, "Hey, you should watch this." Hey, I made this for you.
I know you've probably had people make tapes for you, and girls, right?
Yeah, CDs.
CD. Oh, you were all right. I was in the cassette era.
I'm at there weren't really cassettes floating around, and if they were, there were. Some people would burn you or make you a mixtape, for sure, yeah. I guess high school was tapes, and then college was CDs.
All right, well...
Hold on for one more day.
I made mixtapes for girls, and I say that probably 2, maybe 3, but I was in middle school, right? And I think it was more of the artistry because cassettes when I was in middle school, cassettes really just came out. I mean, we were albums in 8 tracks, right? And so we didn't have the ability to stop and start and stop and start. So when the cassette came out, everybody was making mixtapes, right?
Because you'd have the double deck and you could record on one side and stop and change your tapes.
Yeah, and you could record directly from the radio
Yeah.
onto tape. So you'd be sitting there waiting for a song to come on, and every song when where they had the dual tape deck, it's like, oh yeah, you made your own
Tape.
mix, to listen to. The first 3 bars are missing.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't recognize the song fast enough.
Or it was always like the DJ leading it in, and they knew. They would always put the most popular song and be like, all right, coming in. And then he would start playing it right now on W107.5. And you'd be like, what? Stop talking.
You would be.
103 KDF.
I'm still in touch with this individual, but I think they were the only person to ever give me a mixtape. I know, this sounds pretty pathetic, right? But anyway, we were in a relationship together, and she sent me, we broke up, we went our own way, and she mailed me a mixtape, okay? And it starts off with 2 Wilson Phillips songs.
Back to back.
Back to back, okay? The first one, if memory serves me correct, was Release Me.
Okay.
Okay? And then the other one was Hold On, right? So...
Did you get dumped after this?
Well, yeah, I mean, both of those are breakup songs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got dumped.
Right, I know.
You got a mixtape breakup?
No, we broke up before it. It was so funny because then I got it like 3 or 4 months after we broke up, right?
You're like, thanks?
And I'm still in touch with this individual, okay? And I had a conversation. We were actually out and about, and I had a conversation with him because the song came on. And they're like, oh, I love this song. I go, I know, you sent it to me. You sent it.
That's funny.
And they go, yeah, I did. And I go, that was pretty harsh.
Pretty cold.
I didn't know how to take that.
Yeah, it's pretty cold.
I sent it to you because I really liked it, and I really liked you, and I was like, okay, that's not
the read I would get.
That was like, I was like, okay, wow, okay, she's purging herself of me 3-4 months later, whatever it was, and here we go. Okay.
I mean, that's a weird move from her.
She's done. She's done. She's the greatest. She's the greatest. So, again, now that it's all been explained, I love it. I think it was the greatest thing in the world, and we both get the biggest kick out of it now.
I mean, it's funny.
Right. It is funny. It's amazing. Uh-oh. Hello, you're on the air.
Oh, am I really?
Yeah, you really are. You call in while we're recording the show, and I don't have my phone on mute. You're on air.
Hello, everybody. This is the wife, and I truly apologize.
No.
Never apologize.
Of course, I'd add to it if I knew what you guys were recording today.
Well, we're discussing the Netflix original series called The Guest.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. Well.
Ted loved it.
As a guest in this podcast, unexpectedly today, I appreciate it and look forward to hearing your words of wisdom.
Yeah, we're done. We have done everything except for give our scores, and should we want to hang around for that while we give our scores?
Sure.
All right, Ted, what are you going to put a number on this?
62.
Okay, I was a 4.8.
No. I did it as if what I just said to you. Remember, I just said like my score would be like a 4, not a 4-0, a 4, like 1, 2, 3, 4. My score would be that, and then I told you that I just made a movie. I just had a movie come out, and I'm gonna do this like a person. Some people might not like my thing. This was not for me, so if this is for you, I think a 62.
Well, then I was going to say, because you draw the line at 50 or 5.0. Everybody gets a participation trophy in Ted's,
There's one I
in
gave.
Ted's
One
world.
I gave. One we did, I gave a 49, and I was like, it's just that bad.
That's just 1 point. Not even, it's a tenth of a point below the 5. Okay. So you could have given this a 5.4.
But I didn't.
No, you were much more generous. So you know what, ladies out there listening to the show, if you like soap operas and you like 50 Shades of Grey, you're going to love this. I mean, that's just the bottom line. Am I wrong, Ted?
No, you're not wrong.
Okay. All right. So, having said that, and we've discussed Ted's movie, which that I wish and believe everybody should tune into now that it's on Amazon. Go look it up. And again, the name of it is "I Made This for You."
Hey, I made this.
Hey, I made this. See? Hey, I made this for you. And it stars Ted Welch and what was the young lady?
Tamara Todris.
There you go. All right, everybody. Kelly, do you have anything you want to say? I mean, obviously you called for a reason. You're asking about dinner?
I wanted to know if I could pick anything up.
He's got it going. I smelled it when I walked in.
No, we're good, honey.
And I think it's a shout out to go and watch Ted's show. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Kelly,
Thank you both.
Kelly and I saw it together.
Yeah.
So, anyway, all right.
All right. Signing off. Bye, guys.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. You didn't think I was going to do that, did you?
I didn't. That
It's
was
the
a
rule.
move.
It's the
Okay.
rule. If you call in while we're doing the show, and again, it's our fault, but you have to pay the price because we didn't mute our phones.
Oh, Paige would love to call. Wait, one day, I guarantee. If she wasn't at work, she'd be like, "Hi." She didn't watch it with me.
Oh, well, she probably like it.
Yeah, maybe.
All right. Anyway, guys, we like you all, and we appreciate you all being listeners to the show. Tell your friends. Help us grow. It means a lot. Until then, I'm Andrew.
And I'm Ted.